Hello everyone. I am going to do a DM prep with the Wolves of Welton one shot, and I'm going to be using FoundryVTT, the new virtual tabletop that just came out. Find music, nice and relaxed. Alright, so I'm going to start from the beginning. Start creating some journal entries. Journals. Well, sheep chase, I'll just put it in this one. Perfect. Wolves of Welton. Save. Alright. Interesting. I've done this one before, but it's been a while, so I can't really remember everything. I'm just gonna pretty much copy and paste into these journals. Right, summary. I guess we'll give this a heading of 1. Okay. It's been a long time since the people of Welton have worried about anything more frightening than sheep, ticks, or a late frost. But now, a pack of strangely determined wolves is driving farmers from their fields and spiriting away entire flocks in the middle of the night. Turn this music down just a tad. And alright, that's better. With food supplies running low, and their sorcerer and residents nowhere to be found, the village council sends out a desperate plea for brave adventurers. Let me start copying this. Do it that way. Alright, so it's... and is the job. Okay. This one is Adventure Hook. That heading 1. Nope. Okay, there are two main ways to turn the party towards Welton. The first of these is to simply have the village feature as a stop on the road to next major adventure. The other is to make the party aware of the village call for help through an adventurers guild, NPC ally, or other local information source. Okay. If using the latter option, let it be known that the Welton Village Council is offering a 800 GP reward. Wow, they're so generous to anyone who can wipe out the pack of wolves. Actually, a lot of any NPC will note that this is an extremely generous reward, okay, considering its apparent difficulty. Whether they view this as tempting or suspicious will depend on their disposition. that in there. Why it's not copying the last. Scene 1. Welcome to the Welton Wolf Pack. The party's introduction to the wolves comes before they even enter Welton. When the scene opens, they are still traveling through the hills to the west of the village, whose neat, white-walled buildings stand out among the grass and the valley below. Should I make these all separate now? Short shot. Wish I could make this bigger. This I can still see. So around 150 feet ahead of them is a slight bend in the road where it passes between an outcrop of rocks and the border of a mossy woodland. As they approach, they see a pair of men driving a small flock of sheep through a gap with the help of 4 sheepdogs. Alright, so enter. The first indication that anything is amiss comes when the dogs prick up their ears and start frantically barking. The men immediately pull long wooden clubs from their belts and start looking about, clearly distressed. In the blink of an eye, lean gray shapes burst out from both sides of the road, all launching themselves at a sheep with incredible speed. 8 wolves are taking part in the attack. Okay. So this is an encounter in the road. Do I even have a map like that? I'll save this and look for a map. Scene might have a road. Choose maps, choose a file. Should have it. Choose, yes, Acre of Card maps that I got from Roll20. Download them all. Great. Highly suggest you guys getting them. One's Slapdown Village. Let's see what's in there. No, I just need like an outside road. Okay, let's see. Okay, guess I don't have it. Nope. What else I have here? Map roads. Ugh, there's a caravan on this map. I had maps too, and I don't know where they are. Oh well. Desktop? Nope. I'll be looking everywhere. Try to find one. Oh, wait. Rainy Bridge? Yeah, we'll just do that. Doesn't have to be exact. Activate. Oh yeah, I mean, there's a bend in the road, so that's perfect, actually. Nice. Alright, so where were we? The party's introduction comes into Welton. When the scene opens, they are still traveling through the hills to the west of the village, whose white-walled buildings mean slight bend in the road where it passes between an outcrop of rocks and borders of mossy woodlands. This is actually perfect. As they approach, they see a pair of men driving a small flock of sheep through a gap with the help of 4 sheepdogs. Okay, so I need sheep. Compendium. Ha, there's my sheep. It's at 4, right? Okay, let's see. How many men was it? Around that's along outcrop borders. As they approach, they see a pair of men, so just 2 commoners. I wonder if I be paste. I want a dog. Sled dog. Yeah, that'll do. Let's see. How many dogs? 4 sheepdogs. This guy's like around them, I guess. Okay. In the blink of an eye, lean gray shapes burst out from both sides of the road, all launching themselves at sheep with incredible speed. 8 wolves. A lot of wolves. This music is loud. A little bit. Perfect. Alright. This. Welcome. Okay. 8 wolves. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Alright. Alright, so Shaggy Wolf Stories. Okay, go up. Assuming the players wish to do anything other than watch the fight from a distance, roll up initiative and start the encounter with the player starting at the distance of 150 feet from the action. Oh, that's pretty far. This map's not that big. Once the fight is over, the injured shepherds are grateful for the help, assuming any was forthcoming, and ask for aid returning to Welton. They are more than happy to share local gossip, see Shaggy Wolf stories, but will not be offered any real reward. I swear this music gets louder. Okay, so this is like the story. Oh, that came out horrible looking. Okay. Switch copying all of. Monitors. Just text is so small. Wonder. Is there a setting for text? Oh. Nope. Okay. Let's see if they have like a different kind of box I can put this in. Block quote? Yeah, I guess that looks good. Save header 3. Uh-oh. How do I get out of it? Oh boy. Oh. What's next? Scene 2, village people. Okay. Oh, I could always break this up later. Oh, wait. I should have had... Wait, did I miss all these? Adventure Hook, Scene 1, welcome. Using... Whoa. What just happened? This sucks. think I just lost some. Look at that. Doesn't even go all the way down. Oh, probably only when I save it. Huh. Interesting. Alright, let's look over this real quick. Scene 1 from the wolf pack. First in the blink of an eye. Assuming once the fight is over, I have to do combat tactics. I don't know if I want another line for this. Heading 3. Lame. Sad. Oh, I'm doing. Should be heading 2. This should be heading 1. Okay. This, yeah, heading 2. Okay. The wolves are here to steal sheep, not kill shepherds. They certainly don't want to fight even low-level characters. Half of them will keep the shepherds distracted while the rest pick off sheep and retreat to the west. They will not try to kill the shepherds, but will instead bite at their arms and legs. Huh. When the players arrive on the scene, the wolves may test their strength with a couple rounds of combat, but will quickly retreat into the woods if it appears they are outmatched. I don't know, I've seen some players die by weaker things. Okay, now Shaggy Wolf stories. Let's do a heading 2. Scene 1 or scene 2. Okay. Welton sits on the banks of a slow-moving river with gentle hills rising up on each side. The houses and shops are generally made of oak, painted bright white, and may have elaborate carvings worked into these eaves. Wheat and sheep farming dominate the local economy, and people pay much more attention to the weather and wool prices than rumor of distant wars or disasters. Must be nice. Wish I all just had to worry about wool. The vast majority of population human, though there is a sizable minority of halflings and a handful of dwarves. While it is by no means a rich village, Welton isn't poverty-stricken either. However, observant characters will notice that there are more people idling in the streets than you may expect at this time of year. They may appear to be openly concerned and may be hungry or worried about food. Usually heavy traffic and the impact of many hooves have reduced the dirt streets to muddy quagmires in places. Right? The village offers little beyond its small general store and virtually nothing of interest to outsiders other than the Shepherd's Crook, which happens to be hosting both a village council meeting. It is also home of the halfling named Willen Featherrock, a traumatized victim of a wolf attack. Okay. I think I have a map for that town. Okay. So let me put this in. Let's create another scene. Yeah. Do I really need a scene for this, or just like a handout though? Handout. Yeah, it's not really made for. Journal entries. Well, sheep chase. Let's do a journal entry. Just make that picture here. Or not. I think I can. Background image. No. It's all new to me. I'm learning Foundry as I go along. We're getting somewhere. Just put it in pictures. Perfect. Show them this. Show players. And it should go to them. Okay, the Shepherd's Crook. What were these again? Yes, heading 2. I don't like this. I'm gonna put these heading. Three. These would be heading 2. Okay. So, 3. This ancient inn is one of the oldest and largest buildings in the village, sitting opposite both the Growers' Hall and the Fleecers' Hall. It is the traditional inn, common room at the front, private dining and meeting room at the back, and guest rooms upstairs. It's only a one shot, so I don't really need a map for this. The innkeeper is a dwarven woman named Leonore Slatebeard. Runs the bar while her husband, Banteth, deals with both the kitchen. With so many extra people staying in the village, the inn is always crowded. Tanned and weather-beaten shepherds in woolen cloaks smoke long stem pipes while drinking cider and muttering amongst themselves, while small groups of young women nurse their drinks and mostly stay quiet. Innkeeper, got this one already. Should probably create handouts for each of these people as they go along. You know where? Alright. Who runs the bar while her husband Banteth deals with both kitchen and the brewery. She will be excited if the party mentions that they are adventurers or that they're in town to help with the wolf problem, offering them a free round of drinks and a meal once they talk to the village council. People in the inn will also be impressed, though many of the old shepherds will still remain dour and cynical. Should they ask after Feather Rock? I thought that's Feathercock. She will direct them to this room, though she will ask them to be gentle, poor man. Council meeting. Maybe I should down to extra space. Go. A little better. The meeting is being held in a plain room centered around a large wooden table with 8 chairs set around it. 5 of the chairs are filled with human men, 1 by a human woman, and 2 by halfling. 1 male and 1 female. Really wanna map this. Shepherd's Crook. See if somebody has one. Nope. Doesn't look like one. I'll just have, I have it in somewhere. This where I just had it in. Pictures. Maps. Stonehill Inn. I'll use that one. $20,000 by 20,000. Okay. Let's see, what does this thing look like inside again? An ancient inn is the oldest and largest buildings. Sit a traditional inn with a common room at the front, a private dining and meeting room at the back. Oh, this one's jazz games. Oh, just show them a picture. We'll say that. The private meeting room back. Anyone have an in for me? In. Finish basement post. Find it. Symbols are a mixture of just use once. No. Ah. Okay. Oh. Some other weird format. I don't even know. Sorry. small map. Called I mean, it's definitely not scale. Oh, no. Oh, damn it, that's the wrong one. Try this again. I get this. Off. This is my hardest thing I have, is trying to figure this out. It's long enough. It's good enough. I do like this map though. Might have to figure out how to get it to line up. Some editing on it. Uh, some walls. I'm at like there. Only one shot. Oh, hard to hear me. Did not know. Wait. Turn the music down some. Is that better? Abe? Maybe the music was too loud. Plus, I'm using this other mic, and I don't really like it. Boost up the gain a little. Hopefully that'll be better. So Abe, what you said you have an issue with battle? What part of battle? Like let's see. Say I have a commoner out here and a sheep. Sheep was bad. I know for this, you just when you click on the token, you right click it, and then it gives you this sword and shield. And when you click that, it puts them into the initiative. Do the same for this one, and then they can roll their own initiative, or you could roll them all. Roll all, or roll just NPCs. So yeah, the commoner goes first. In combat. Let's see. What the commoner do? Club. I'm gonna come up and club this thing. So when you, well, for this, for D&D 5e, you put, when you click on the club, it comes into the chat, and then the player would hit attack, normal roll, and it got 7 damage. Oh no, sorry, that was just the attack, so it missed, right? Spirits. Does it show AC again? Oh, right in front of me. 10. Yeah, so it's... Sheep's gonna fight back. Oh, but it can't. So then she just keeps beating it. She hits it. And then you would right click on this, on the damage, select token, and apply damage. But after I roll the damage, of course. So 4 damage. Right click, apply damage, and the sheep's dead. It only had 3 health. See what I just did, Abe? Back the walls. I really need to figure out how to get this map aligned, I guess, through all this trouble. Nothing. I just was showing like a little quick combat. Ah, what are you trying? What are you trying? Trying to do? Combat. Ah, there you are. No, those tokens are not custom. They're like tokens that the typical tokens that they use for the standard sheep and commoner. For Dungeons and Dragons 5e. It's like the official tokens. They come when you, for this world, you get the whole pack of different creatures and monsters. So what, I found walls kind of a pain in the ass. Since I can't use them, I'm happy. Yeah, sometimes I remember how to do it really well, and other times I'm just completely messing them up. Just has to take me to get used to it. So what were you trying to do in combat? That's right, you do it the other way. Oh. Well, I mean, I would think it would be the same in a sense where the players would have their character sheets. Well, this is how it works in this system. Where's battles? There we go. Let me clear it out. So when you had two things that are about to battle, they right-click on their tokens and they hit the combat state, and it puts them into this turn order over here. No, you don't have to hand. Nope. Well, so then when they're in the turn order, they roll for initiative. So then the commoner goes first. You would begin combat, and then, for instance, commoner will use its club and attack the sheep. So when you hit the club, it pops into here, and then they hit the attack button. It's a normal roll. She gets 14, so that's a hit, and then they roll for damage by clicking the damage button. It's a normal roll for that, and 4 damage. So the sheep, you would come down to here and it's -4, which is dead. The turn order, it should. Oh, I guess you could put a little dead thing on this. Huh, that's cute. No, it's dead. But yeah, you can set up battles prior to before they come in here. and combat. Commodore 64. Oh, I love my I used to have it. That was my first computer. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally didn't have to do that. I didn't have to move the damage by hand. I'll show you. Give him back. I'll give him 10, so it just looks... I guess I can't. Interesting. Only let you put in whatever. So anyway, let's go back. So when they rolled the damage, you would select the token. Let me take this skull off of him. Oh no, it won't go away. He's dead. If I put him back in turn order. There we go. So when she rolled her damage, the Commodore got a 4. You could easily also select the token, and then when you right-click on this, it'll bring up this, apply damage, apply healing. So I just say apply damage, and then he's dead again. TRS-80. The cassette tape drive was sick. I had the cassette tape drive. Commodore 64 with a cassette tape drive. And then the Commodore monitor. After that, I upgraded to a 300 BPS modem and a floppy drive that was like that big. Yeah, what was it? Load, comma, quote, or quote, start, quote, comma, 8, comma, 1? Wasn't that it? To load up like the main program. Yeah, I actually used to run a BBS a long time ago on what was it? 8088. Can't remember what the software was called. What was the software called? I don't know. So how would you do battle? And I guess you would just... I don't know how you would do battle in yours if you're not using tokens and sheets. I guess you could still use sheets. Let's give this guy... Give this sheep... Give him a sword. A great sword. One powerful sheep. Just to see how it works, but we'll see about the rest. Yeah. Sure, yeah. Once we learn more and more, it'll become easier to figure out. I actually do like setting up maps. You could use all the invisible doors and stuff. Oh. Let's put a door over here. This bathrooms should have doors. I'm gonna try it on everything. Kids on bikes. This music playing right now, it's just it's like a D&D, RPG music, Dungeons and Dragons music, and gaming music, but I do go to the Renaissance fairs every year. Why do you go to Renaissance fairs? Or the one in Tuxedo Park? Okay. So I got this map. Alright, council meeting. Council meeting is being held in a planned room centered around a large wooden table with 8 chairs around it. 5 of the chairs are filled with human men. There. What comes with them? Throw some starter heroes in here too. Yeah, I wish I had more tokens like this. I was hoping it would change like to. And over here. Alright. Okay, as the party approaches, they will be able to hear raised voices when they enter the male halfling Tillis Marriott. Have Tillis. Nope. Tillis Marriott. Of the Growers and Buyers Association, literally arguing with a human dressed in priestly robes, Father Erickson, about whether the village should stop exporting its grain and their food while the crisis with wolves remains. So, because I don't know. Tillis reacts angrily to an interruption, but quickly warms to the party if they identify themselves as adventurers. If the party has not come to the village specifically to complete the contract, the council will try to persuade them to take the job, offering 800. Yeah, that's a huge reward. Council will be able to offer detailed information about the wolf attacks as well as the rumors known to the common folk. The wolves have been driving people out of the farms and outlining hamlets, taking entire herds of sheep as well as cattle, pigs, and chickens. These have been acting in a way that is unusually effective, such as ambushing shepherds as they move their flocks, opening gates, and pulling down fences. in the woods, but in the space of 3 months, they have gone from a new nuisance to the major threat to the village. Damn wolves. Council organized a posse of men to go hunt down the wolves. They were attacked by wolves. But they were attacked in the woods and driven back. Merrickson will mention that the village's usually protector, his brother. Wait. Village's usual protector, his brother, a sorcerer named Galaxy, missing at around the same time the attacks begin, forcing them to turn to professional adventurers for aid. Need a better way of keeping track of these people. Let's call this do a list. That's a really rad shit for a detailed. Jeez, man. Yeah. Tell me, like what did you find? Like maps, or well, I mean, I guess because they don't really use maps, right? It's, let's see. Chat. Okay. Let's see. Off. For aid. This party goes. Tillis, the council. There have always been. Okay. So the council organized. So there's a sorcerer named Galaxy as well. We see big editor. That's good. I know it seems to be. There's so many. I mean, so many mods out there, or modders that are just creating this awesome content for World or Foundry right now. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's gonna get better and better, like every month. Should the party mention that's possible? Possibility of werewolves. Merrickson will point out that there have been several full moons since the attack began, and not one person has shown any sign of the curse. Though he admits his knowledge of the subject is perfect. They believe that the wolves live in the woods of the west. Not sure. A counselor with a tuft of wool tied to its vest will introduce himself as Coral of the Pacers. So that he's been working on the hills for the past part of 40 years and happy to answer questions of the local environment and provide moral support to another person. Oh. Feather rocks. Badly injured from the villagers sent a posse to hunt down the wolves. Feather Rock has been so you. Is what version of OS are you running? Both mentally and physically, he is currently laid up in a room over the Shepherd's Crook, where he is being regularly attended by the father. This guy is ending Feather Rock. This room is small but well appointed, with fresh flowers on the dresser. A halfling lies in the bed, white-faced and soaked in his own sweat. His left arm is bandaged, and his right leg. He will shy away from the party at first, tell them everything he knows if they promise to believe him. Oh, please believe me. I have reason to lie. He explains that when the posse was attacked, he was bitten badly and was trampled as the other men fled. His memories are hazy as he drifted in and out of consciousness when he remembers gruff voices arguing in the darkness and powerful grip on his ankle. What are you running? Playing GTA. He explains when the posse was attacked, he was bitten badly and was trampled as the other men fled. His memories are hazy as he drifted in and out of consciousness, but he remembers rough voices arguing in the dark and powerful grip on his ankle. And a powerful grip on his ankles. He is hearing wolves speak. The party seems to believe this tale so far. He will hesitantly confess that the wolves were talking, arguing fiercely. whether they should eat him or not. Feather Rock then breaks down in tears and refuses to say anything more. Scene 3. And attack. So, heading to right. Alright, essentially, the aim of this scene is to have the party find their way to the wolf's lair. There is no prescribed way for them to do this, so allow them to be as eventful as possible. The lair is in a hollow, just the other side of the woods that cover the hillside to the west of Welton. Okay, so if the party are floundering, Curl represents a good route for passing on ideas. He will suggest that if they are confident in their tracking ability, the party may wish to simply head out of Western Woods and try to pick them up there. If they're interested in learning the result, he will instead offer up his own flock as bait. Should the party lack a tracker proficient in survival, he would be reluctantly volunteer his own services. Stat luck autometer, wisdom of 14, and +4 survival skills. So just get that autometer set up. So call. Well, the wisdom of the 14. It's an old man. And survival skill of 4. Marvel. Hey. Greenberg. Should the party lack a tracker? Party put up bait. Eventually the party Alright, the party set up bait, 6 wolves will attack. Same combat tactics. One party tries to talk, the wolves may respond with a few words, but being in confusion. The smell of earth, moss, a blah 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 blah. Occasionally the howl of a lone wolf echoes eerily from the west. Back. Crossing the woods takes approximately 4 hours at the walking pace. Guidelines, skill checks. Tracking a wolf through the woods. Okay. DC 14, DC 16 tracks are more than 8 hours old. Tracking a wolf carrying prey through the woods was in survival, DC 11. 15, okay. Hiding from wolves. Self-posed by, obviously. Okay. Alright. Purify means +3. Oh, so you just give a +3 instead of rolling with advantage. Interesting. I like that. Wolves. Oh. Habit of wolf. Too hard? You still there, Abe? Right, this scene is not strictly necessary for advancing the plot. It can be used to add a little more combat or depth, especially if the party did not have any particularly meaning encounters. Italic. I love this format of Foundry. I love the way it looks. I love this parchment paper. Nice to read. The more I use the software, the better. After 2 or so hours to travel, unless they take immediately. Oh, there's a way to link character sheets. I wonder. Owl bear. Bear. I do it. Do brackets? Does it link it to the journal or the thing? Undefined. Of pixel graph. So you said you have to update your computer. Is that something you can just? Is that just updating the software with the new one, or do you need to buy a whole new one to support the new software? Oh, that's not how to link. I don't know then. I don't remember. I know there's a way where you can just like click on stuff and it should bring stuff up. Don't know how to do it. Journal. Great. Entity type, entity name. This allows you to quickly link numerous journal entries to one another, and if a user viewing the journal has permission to view, clicking on the link will open the link. Views. What? No way. What do you mean your Patreon is going through the roof? I didn't know you had one. Sounds like just drag and drop an owlbear right into this, and it should work. It'd be so amazing. Oh my god. God, love Foundry. That's awesome. Just literally drag and drop and it brings it up. See that, Abe? I love Foundry. It is just so intuitive. Oh, the people you're supporting. Yeah, I think I'm supporting 3 people on Patreon right now. Features many injuries that are supportive, but otherwise still operational at full effect. I love owlbears. So vicious. I had one just like rip apart a player in front of all the other players. Well, rip apart a character in front of all the other characters. Just kept eating it while they were attacking it. So sad. Yeah, I just brought this owlbear right into this journal. So, for instance, well, if I wanted the sheep in the journal, I just drag the sheep, bring it over, drop, and it makes this link. Like, let's say I put like they are going to eat the sheep for dinner. And then when I save it, scroll down, it has a little button for sheep. They're going to eat the sheep. I click it, and it brings up the sheep's character. It's pretty awesome. I guess you could do that with everything. Let's see something else. Oh, wait a minute. So, Can I do it? Because I remember them saying you can drag and drop character sheets as well. This is my level 20 wizard that I play in one of my games. Sorry. Staff of the Magic. Did it work? No. Be away. Oh, maybe. I know you can go from character sheet to character sheet, so maybe it's just from compendium to. Huh. It's not. Oh, wait. Okay. You can do it. Do it from here, too. Do I have to type something first? Oh. It's only from the compendium. Yeah. I absolutely love Foundry. How all these, I really need to start learning how to do these macros. I need to take the time to figure these out and how to code them correctly. You can have them. I saw this other mod you can add to it too that allows you to have, you would set up like triggers on the map. It would be like an invisible trigger, and when the person walked onto it, it triggers a macro, and it could do anything you want it to do pretty much. Like transport them to another part of the map or totally different map altogether. You can have it set a trap or give them a message, bring up a list, like crazy. Okay, should the party kill the owlbear, they will need able to tell that. Sharp jaws. Yeah. Yep. You can have it. Well, the trap, I guess, would bring up a message to the player, and it would say, "You just sprung a trap. You need to roll like a dexterity saving throw or take this amount of magic." Yeah, I mean, you can do a magic mouth. Sure, you already know that. Because you just do the sounds, right? Put a sound down, like right over here, and just have like the range just a little bit. And then once they walk over onto that sound or that area, they'll hear it. So you can like do your own file, like "You shall not pass" or something like that. I don't know. And then they walk onto it. I love Foundry. Volume easing, so when they get closer and closer, it gets louder and louder. So awesome. Yeah, it is. I mean, you must have known about that. I know, I love it. I love how it has lighting, the daytime and nighttime. Some lights in here. That's some fun. Light bulb. It's right there. Light. Copy this. Add all the lights. That's all the lights in here? Oh, combat, I mean, you'll figure it. Combat. So well, for us, it's for 5e, it's easy. It's like right there. I don't know how it is for Dungeon World. That's cool. Like the lights turned on. Yeah, I don't like the way it looks. Used by this. Oh, that's neat. You just have to hover over the icons and it automatically selects it, and then you just hit delete. So convenient, man. You don't have to click on anything. Like, they just thought of everything. Dim radius. 10, dim, 10. Not bright. Some lights in here. That looks pretty cool. Guess it can be a little brighter, but figure that out later. Do it now. Dim light. That's a lot of dim light. Light on that table. It's too dark over here. Oh, that's that looks better. Up, down, that's cool. Up. Ah, does he do custom ones for people? Yeah. Do you have a link to his work? I would love to check out his page. See what. Spent a lot of time on this. I don't know if you'll let a link be posted in here. Can you send it to me on my Discord? I need something more upbeat. Okay. Party kill the owlbear. They will be able to tell prior injuries were caused by sharp. Cool. Wow, reminds me of the olden days. What would you do with it? Appears to be a couple of week old. Interestingly, there are also scorch marks on his fur. People of proficient nature are able to pass a wisdom check. But very rare wolves challenge owlbears. Encountered during the daytime, they will also know the owlbear are nocturnal predators who shouldn't be out. Find this mapping. Just try to see. Scene 5. Oh. Set up some NPCs. I'll do that tomorrow. Guess I just don't know. You say top down. do you just mean it's literal top down? I guess. Top down. Oh, that's really, really cool. Yeah, I get it now. That would be actually really cool. Like do a whole that would be really a lot of fun. Just do a whole game that way. Yeah, I'll have to save this guy's page. What happened to what? Oh. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Alright, I think I'm gonna be done with... I'll start with scene 5 next time I get back to this. Getting a little tired. I want to play some GTA 5. Or just watch TV. I don't know yet. Yeah, that's a really cool one. I like that. That's I love that actually. Oh my god, that's really cool. You can also get like really cool old video game music. Oh, I'm probably playing stuff I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. Use a I use Streamlabs OBS. Kind of looks like this. You set up like different scenes and different sources for all the stuff, and that's like pretty much what goes all over here. Set up overlays. All right, yeah, I'm probably gonna stop streaming right now anyway, because I'm just getting mentally tired. So, yeah, I'll talk to you on Discord. Sorry, don't start playing GTA, or I might just lay down and watch a movie. It's been a while since I watched a good movie. But all right. Well, thank you. I really appreciate you hanging out with me and watching me. Let's do it again sometime, and I'll talk to you soon. Well, probably like right after this. So take it easy, guys.